Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So we have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Collaboration. Lots of people are amazed that this is even happening. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. I'm not personally a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm a fan of some like YouTubers that like Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's kind of fun to watch their reactions. But as usual with collaborations, I'm going to pull a 10-shot. Try to get that those two 4-star characters. And then we'll do an overview of all of the characters, and then also the drop monsters. So let's go ahead with this. Six. Alright, standard roll. Okay, here's one of the 4 stars. The Harpies, I think. Come on, stop, stop, stop. Okay, here's the other 4-star. Something Magician. Okay, that's fine. I got what I came for. So I'm gonna lock that, and then lock that. Magician Girl, right. Black Magician Girl. Okay, so now let's go into the Monsterpedia. And here they are. So first let's talk about the Hatcher monsters. Here is Joel no Uchi and Red Eyes. And then this character looks pretty darn good. Fire Bounce with a triple null, Flight, Null Gravity Barrier, and Null Block. Null Gravity Barrier passive is great because, you know, you can use him with command strike shots as well. And then Null Block on the gauge I like, just so you can have the versatility between choosing between having it or not. And then the Robot Slayer. And then stats are kind of low, but he is a blast type. And then the bump combo is the Super Breath, and then the blast type of that. This is pretty darn strong, maybe too strong. But yeah, the Super Breath, it will have like much greater range than the regular Breath. And yeah, this can pierce into the center of enemies. So if they have a center weak spot, this will do the extra damage in there. And then the Strike Shot, let's see, becomes a pierce. And then the enemy, I guess, that he finishes next to will get an extra attack. This is really good for a pierce monster. Because bounce monsters, you know, they can get an irregular bound and maybe go off in some crazy direction. And then end up with that last hit hitting somebody else. But there's no chance of that happening with this guy, so that's really good. As for where he is good, he's good in a ton of places, just because of the triple null. But like Idaten or Magmel or people like that, or really almost any fire or wood quest, you could use him. This guy looks pretty good. Okay, next up is Kaiba and Blue Eyes. And then he is a Water Pierce with Null Damage Wall and Null Magic Circle. That's not the most, you know, I think of the all the Hatcher monsters of this Hatcher, this is maybe the least versatile. But this year may or may not turn into the year of the Magic Circle, so he may have a lot of chances to be used from now. And then a Counter Killer passive, so that will go into his bump combo as well. Then the bump combo is the 8-way laser EL, which is still pretty new, I think. So yeah, 8 directions and then 12,000 per laser. It's pretty strong. Stats are pretty good overall as well. And then the bump combo, this is, he doesn't move, it's like a point and shoot. And then if you hit the weak point, it will do big damage. And then also stun the guy. And this does a ton of damage. I watched the official video where they try him out, and he looks pretty good. Okay, then finally is Yugi, the main character. Evolution version is Dark, Pierce with Minesweeper, Null Gravity Barrier. That's a nice, versatile double null. And then the Involute Sphere, which is pretty crazy on a Pierce character. It's not as strong as Mana. Mana is a Blast type, but still, this is very good. And then, yeah, with that double null, that's pretty versatile as well. And then Strike Shot looks like speed and power up, and then where he stops, he will I guess explode a certain distance from himself. This guy is good, you know, double null pierce with a strong bump combo. But he's better kind of for like older quests, older impossibles and colossals. But he could be really good for farming just, you know, whatever quest, also because of his Involute Sphere. And then the Ascension is a bounce with Minesweeper null damage wall. This is good for a little bit more kind of recent quests. And then, let's see, stats are also kind of low, although attack is pretty high for him being a Minesweeper. Bump combo is the hit all laser, which is the same as Arthur. And then the super lightning bolt, this will hit one character. And then a strike shot, this is another point and shoot, also pretty strong. He has the drain, which I like for bounce characters. If you can pinch in between guys, that's pretty much full life. And then the strike shot reducer, which is really nice for him having a 30 turn strike shot. So Hatcher monsters look pretty good. The best one might be Joel no Uchi with the triple null, but yeah, we'd have to maybe try them out to see. Next, let's look at the 5-star drop monsters. First one is Pegasus, and he is a Pierce with Minesweeper null block. I like any drop monster with Pierce null block. But if we look at other characters with that same double null, then we can see there's also Holes Black in here. Holes Black is one of the best max lucks in the game. So really I would say to maybe save your time, maybe not go for Pegasus and then go for Holes Black instead. I did make a video about his quest where you just take a bunch of Lucifers and then you just kind of ignore the gimmick in there. So yeah, you can take your time, make Holes Black. He is the better max luck. He has a Blast Bump combo and then also Null Wind and then higher stats overall. So yeah, I would forget about Pegasus. Okay, next is... we'll go here to the last guy. This is Bakura and then Dark Necrophia. This is a bounce with Null Warp and Null Magic Circle. No gauge is nice. And I am not going to make the max luck of this guy either, because I have the max luck of Kanan. So yeah, if you had the max luck of Kanan already, then you wouldn't need this Yu-Gi-Oh character. But yeah, getting a max luck of a colossal monster is a big hurdle to get over. So if you wanted to save yourself the trouble of making Kanan, you could cover 2 of the 3 bases with the Bakura. Yeah, Bakura character here. Also, there is Kiss Kill Leela from the Disney collaboration. Let's see if I can bring that up. And then when you go into a quest, you can look at the most used characters. And then I've been seeing this Kiss Kill Leela a lot, because there have been more and more Null Magic Circle quests. So if you miss Kiss Kill Leela, then it would be a really good idea to make Bakura, I think. So yeah, I could recommend him. His quest is the one where if you clear it once, you get like 1 drop, maybe 2. So you want to get started early on this guy. Okay, and then finally is Malik. This is the standard evolution version. Pierce with Flight and Null Damage Wall, light. I would say don't make the max luck of this guy, just use a Sanctuary Dragon. Sanctuary Dragon also has the Blast Bump combo, so yeah, I think he's better there. But the one that everyone is looking at is the Ascension version of Malik. And then you can only get this guy if you beat the super high level quest, which should be so difficult that yeah, just beating it once should be a pretty big accomplishment. Hopefully I can beat that pretty quickly. But this guy looks good. Stats are pretty good. HP is a little low, but he has a bounce with super no warp and then flight and no gauge, which is nice. So that's a nice double null. That's the same as like Marishten and Arcadia, and I still use them pretty often. And then I think he'd be pretty good for Tsukuyomi Kai, which appears every month in the Sealed Watchtower. Bump combos are pretty good. He's got the lock-on one-way laser, that's crazy for a drop monster, and then the speed up S. The speed up would also be really good for Tsukiyomi Kai. And then the lock-on one-way laser, you know, it's not as powerful as it was maybe like 2 years ago, but still really nice to have. And then Strike Shot is, let's see, speed and power up, and then hits all enemies with the God Phoenix. I don't know what that is, but yeah, a guaranteed hit on everybody. That's pretty useful. So I will definitely be making the max luck of this guy. Okay, so that was a quick look at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Collaboration. And then maybe drop monsters are a little underwhelming, but then the Hatcher monsters look good. And then that's usually how collaborations go. One is better than the other. Okay, good luck with your pulls, and we'll see you again. Take care.